Hello and welcome back to Baseless Claims, the podcast where we talk about our opinions and stuff that we've heard about but don't fact check until we actually get on air on the show. To my right is Tory Thompson. He does a bunch of video stuff. You can find him on Twitter at Lurking Lion. To my left is Tyler at Subtly Cool on Twitter. He does a lot of audio stuff and all of the audio engineering for this podcast. And I'm Taylor, the host. You can find me at RO_454 on Twitter. And I also do a bunch of other video stuff that you can find in the description and where else. Hello, gents.
What about Tempo Storm? Have you?
Yeah.
Do you work for Tempo Storm?
Fucking Tempo Storm, the esports organization that I work for and edit for? Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. That's out of the way.
how are you, gents?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
How have you been doing? I literally have not seen you.
I know.
Since the last time we podcasted.
I know, and it's upsetting.
Yeah, it is. We need to find more time to hang out.
We do, and just do shit in general together because it's great. I like hanging out with you, and you too.
Gay.
Yeah, Tyler,
Yeah.
Did you want to come? Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe next time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we can just go do that.
Aren't you going to ask me how I am?
I said gents, you were included in that, but how are you, Tyler?
Well, I'm awful
How so?
because I have pink eye. I have a double ear infection, and now I'm getting flu symptoms. So you know what? My body
Why are
is...
you here? We're trapped in here with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, baby.
That's
Just
a
gonna
dick move.
hang out over here by Tory for a bit.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I don't want to get it either. Should we kill him? Is that the only way out of this?
It's like leprosy. You just got to send me off into the woods.
We've got to send you to a remote part of like the Canadian wilderness. We'll just airdrop you. 100 lepers airdropped onto an island.
They have to
onto an
Player unknown's
iPad.
leprosy.
Airdrop onto Tory Thompson's
There's no
iPad.
guns. They just have to like pull their arms off and use them as weapons. All right. Speaking of up north, Dare, you said
Yeah.
Canada. I want to talk about Wisconsin weather and Minnesota by extension.
Yeah, bad.
Fuck Wisconsin weather and Minnesota weather by
Fuck
extension.
Midwest weather.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's
The other
windy.
day-
It's awful. It's just flatlands where everything just fucking piles through.
The other
Yeah,
day.
if you're not from around here and you don't know, like we had like a dumping of snow a couple weeks ago, like 8 inches or something like that. And then we had a really warm day, so all the snow melted, and then everything froze over, and another snowstorm hit and just fucked everything up.
Like just the other day, I forget what day it was. I think it was it was yesterday. It was raining ice. It was literally raining ice.
Yep.
As soon as it hit the ground, it froze.
Yep,
That's the thing that happened.
I was about to drive out to class because I commute, and I backed out of my driveway, or I backed out of my garage, and then I just slid down the driveway. My car just was like, nope, slid all the way down, and I immediately put it in drive and drove right back in, and I was like, not going to school today.
I punched my windshield this morning because like I was the ice was so thick on my windshield that like I was like fucking intensively scraping, and then my hand slipped and I just fucking punched the ice on my windshield, and my hand just started like bleeding and no.
Yeah, like I had to take my cat to get spayed, so I woke. Yeah, it's whatever. She's fine. So I woke up.
The procedure didn't go as planned. She's gone.
No, they gave her an extra one.
Imagine if that's how you fucking lost your cat. Like it was a fucking spaying accident.
It was a botched procedure.
That'd be so sad. So I went downstairs to scrape off my car. So I scraped it off. You know, it's that really shitty ice that's raining. So I scrape it off, and I go back inside to grab the cat carrier.
Yep.
And I put it in my car, and I had to re-scrape my car in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's about right.
Because the ice just clung to the windshield. You couldn't see through it.
It's also putting everyone in like sort of that like seasonal depression too. I'm seeing it with people at school. I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
Just bad because you're trapped inside and like it's oh my god. Yeah,
And like
it sucks.
It's fine if it like snows around Christmas. A-okay. But like then it just keeps happening into January and February and sometimes April, and you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I hate this place.
Yep. Like the worst is over. Like having snow around Christmas time feels right, but then after about that early winter part, it just sucks.
Like mid-January I'm fine with as well. But anything past that, like, Go the fuck away.
Our senior year of high school, I remember this because it was my birthday. My birthday is in May.
Yeah.
We had a blizzard on my birthday.
Yup.
How the fuck is that possible?
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, the worst is like, spring is here, people. And then it's like, nope. And it just fucks everything up.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it can be pretty. And, like, I sympathize with people who think that aren't from around here, that, like, visit here in the winter. They're like, oh, it's so pretty. It must be nice living here. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not. It's really bad.
The only thing that's nice is just, like, everything is quiet outside. Because there's just nothing there. It's just so still that it's pretty. It's still, it's quiet, it's serene.
But only for that night.
Yes.
The next morning, plows are coming, and there's piles of gray and black snow crusting on the side of the road. Yeah. Cars look like shit because they're just coated in salt.
Yep. I'm not even gonna try to wash my car until like it's 70 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Which will probably happen until, I don't know, July.
August maybe.
Yeah, August.
Then
I'll have a month of a clean car and then it'll snow again.
Yeah.
God, I hate this place. Anyway.
Go back to California.
Yeah, we don't want you.
Like, that was one of the things I liked the most about it. It was just like, I understand their whole thing about it too. It's like, if it's always warm, there's no seasons, it gets boring and monotonous, and you never know like when the seasons are changing. And it feels like time doesn't pass here. And I'm like, but it's warm.
Yeah.
And you have the ocean.
Like you don't know what it's like to have -5, but feels like -35 with wind chill or whatever the fuck. They're like, oh my god, how cool is this? Let's go outside, throw a cup of water in the air, and it'll freeze before it hits the ground. You're like, that's not cool.
Yeah. And like, fucking, I don't want to be a gatekeeper, you know, be like, oh, you think that's cold?
Yeah.
And like someone comes up, because I just feel like a dick like that.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes it feels good to do that when someone's like, oh man, it was the coldest in Boston last week. It was like 20 degrees. And I'm just like,
yeah, that's the thing. I hate the cold. I am a freeze baby. But if anyone not from like Minnesota, Wisconsin, like anyone not from the Midwest tries to like come up here and they're like, oh, it's cold. It'll be like -3 and they'll be like, God, it's cold here. And I'll be like,
it's nothing.
I wear shorts in -3. It's nothing. Anyone want to go out and play some Ultimate? Like, I will totally put on a show and try to act like
Ultimate. Wow. Holy shit.
I did it, guys. I made a
good.
joke.
I made a funny haha.
That was good.
But seriously, I will like totally put on an act to be like, this isn't saying shit, because I don't know why. I feel like that's what we have to do.
Yeah, it's like written in the Minnesota code, like the Midwest code.
My mother was born in a blizzard, and my father
is the winter.
My grandfather is time.
Oh my god.
We came on a Nordic boat in the middle of February in a freezing rain.
Our ancestor's name is Lee fucking Erickson.
Oh my god.
All right, well, you got a topic to talk about? That one wasn't supposed to last very long. I just wanted to be angry at the weather for a while.
Yeah, I have one about sort of the school system, but not. I feel like we talked a little bit about how we felt in like post-secondary and stuff like that, and this can maybe touch on that, but it's things you wish school had taught you.
So like elementary and high school?
Yeah, like for me,
Did you have middle school, or did you just skip?
he was too good.
I was just reading off of Tory's notes on the Google Drive.
I was just like, I feel like you missed one in there.
Well,
I tried to forget my
middle school's where the bullies came out.
Yeah, I tried
Stop
to
it!
forget.
I don't want to talk about it.
I was your bully.
Tory was my bully.
I was.
I try to actively repress.
There is
memory.
hope. You can make friends with your bully, but then he'll just bully you into your 20s.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch. Fuck you, Mitch.
Just kidding.
Nah, I'm not. I'll fucking break your legs, Mitch.
No,
I'll
don't
do
say
it.
that.
Run you over,
Don't
Mitch.
say that. Oh God, I started a bad joke.
Is Mitch big? Could I fight him? Fuck yeah. Let's do it, Mitch.
I have
Tyler, you want to
We
vlog?
got a sword. We got a literal
You want to
sword.
vlog this shit? Fucking.
Come on, Mitch. Fucking come at us. We have the master sword.
With me, Mitch.
Yikes.
God God, you know what? I'm holding on to this bitch. This is mine.
Okay.
All fucking episode.
Are you compensating for something?
Yeah. Anyway, I wish school had taught me stuff like how to do taxes, where taxes, how
absolutely.
taxes are broken up, that type of thing.
There needs to be an economics class that teaches that in high schools.
I took a class on that.
Or at the very least...
Explain how it taught it all to you.
I don't remember because it was so totally pointless and monotonous and like...
Well, that completely goes against then me thinking that it's...
Yeah, no, it was like it was there, but it was just not what it should have been.
Oh, so they didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
because it was just
the
like...
idea still holds then.
The idea still holds, yes.
Yeah, I think one thing that would help kids of that age... I can say that now because I'm 22.
But you can't drink anymore.
Yeah. You can only drink you can drink if you're 21. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only age. But I think that if you gave the kids like a hypothetical, like, this is a job you have.
I'll give the kids a fucking scissor kick, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say hard drugs.
This is how much you make per week, and this is how much you make like per month or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say you do this all year. Let's figure out what your tax return would be in a similar situation and see just how much money you could get if you do your taxes correctly. And then when the kids
imagine
see those...
this going into a Lord of the Flies scenario where like when they randomly pass out incomes, then they start acting like they have those incomes, and then you get like the 1%.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Honestly,
on, like,
yeah,
class of 100 100 students are dropped onto an island. They have to fight. The winner gets a fat tax return.
I thought it was a good idea. But yeah, like seeing hard numbers like that, if like looking back to like me as a high school student, seeing those hard numbers like, oh shit, this is what a tax return is, I am fucking in it. And like I would, take that to heart and do my taxes correctly from there on out if I saw those hard numbers.
Are you forging the numbers on your taxes? Are you cooking the books?
Huh?
Cooking the books is a fucking awesome thing to say. Want to start a podcast called Cooking the Books?
Oh, yeah.
It's a book club about where we
burn
recipes.
We burn books. Cooking the books.
I was going to say we each have to read a thing and make a recipe and then bring it for like the rest of us to taste it.
Welcome to Cooking the Books special 50th episode where we burn the Quran, the Torah, and the Bible.
In that order. Oh, fuck.
I actually had like one of the best classes.
Don't brag.
But it was post-secondary though, because we figured out like how to fill out all of the tax forms if we were doing like freelance work, which is what they kind of expect you to do in like the audio world. Mm-hmm. Like they showed you, okay, this is how you fill out this form. You need to get this from this person. Then you get this pay stub. Keep all your receipts. Like this is how you fill out this at the end of the year. This is how you fill out this at the end of the year. So like we learned all of the tax forms that we need and how to fill out all of them, and then what we can use as write-offs.
I had so I had worked with this company that does like live event stuff. I did a couple jobs with them, and a lot of people that were doing the audio stuff there were IPR grads, I guess you could say.
What else would they be?
I don't know if you graduate because it's more of like a tech school.
Yeah, you still graduate.
Okay, well, so a bunch of IPR grads, which is Tyler school, and yeah, that's what they were doing, and I was like, oh, I don't think that this is what they want to do, like getting mics ready for speeches and then like that kind of stuff. Or is that what a lot of people are?
A lot of people are in the live sound program, so like that's
is that the type of live sound they wanted to do though? Really?
Like I mean, it can be anything. Like I mean, those people do like they can work like 3 jobs a day.
That's true. Okay, but anyway, the point is like I found out the hard way that like like the longest I ever worked was a 22-hour shift. That parking was expensive because they charge you by the hour at the ramp I stayed in, and that was expensive as shit. And I didn't know. No one ever taught me the freelance way to do it, so I didn't know that I could save my pay stubs and get reimbursed for that and all that kind of stuff. So having a class like that would have been really nice to have.
Absolutely, it would have.
Yeah, you could have wrote off that parking.
Yep, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure what I can write off as an online video editor.
I just write off everything. I get gas, write off.
Oh shit, IRS! They're here.
Parking ticket, write off.
You just get fucking shot. Parking ticket, write it off.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Everything I buy, I write it off. Juul? Right off.
I wish. Stop saying that bullshit, Tyler. Like, it already sounds douchey to talk about vaping. Now you're like, dude, you Juul, dude? You fucking Juul.
Tori, you're falling into the same trap as we talked about when, like, people are all automatically, like, negative against people who vape.
Look, man.
Like, you calling someone else out makes you the douche, not me the douche.
I don't know what's going on.
No.
You're falling back on your own words.
When you say things like that, you can't expect it. See, I'm still your bully.
You are.
But I wish school had like gone through your taxes with you. Like every student gets a free copy of TurboTax. Let's go.
Hey, look, Jimmy's
all.
family made the least amount of money this year. I just see it going so bad.
Jimmy's poor. But I don't mean you actually use your actual stuff, but go through and explain why you fill it out that way, how it's filled out, so you know how to do it on your own. Because I did a lot of freelance work, and I went to H&R Block where I had the little coupon that said I was going to get my taxes done for $50 or something like that, and I was like, fine, I don't know how to do it, so I guess this is the best way. And because I did freelance work, I was self-employed, and they were going to charge me $350 to do them, but didn't tell me that until after they were done. And they were like, okay, so that'll just be $350. I'm like, what about this 21-year-old college student makes you think that I have $350 burning a hole in my pocket? You just saw my income statement. You know I don't have the money.
That's a good defense. You just saw how much money I made. That's funny.
Thank God this old lady, this sweet, sweet old lady who was doing my taxes at 10 o'clock at night or whatever, because I was like the last thing. She was like, she saw me about to cry at her cubicle, and she was like, how about $120? And I was like, that's the best deal I'm going to get.
What a woman.
What a woman.
So that woman helped you commit tax fraud?
No, she just didn't. She just took less.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah, she did tax fraud. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
In high school, I wish, besides from taxes, I wish they would have taught me a bit more how to network.
How to knit. Yeah. Or how to talk to people.
Mostly
how do you teach that, though? Shouldn't you just automatically be doing that in high school?
There is that, but like in a professional
Because I feel like I
sense.
never learned how to professionally speak to anyone, but
Nope.
I know how to almost. Like, I know.
I think that's a skill then.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have that. I don't feel like I'm very good at talking to people. Welcome to the podcast where we talk, but
To people.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not a skill that I am proficient at, and I'm now consciously working on it and trying to get better at conversations and how do I just speak to people on a day-to-day basis even, and then transferring that to a more professional setting. But anytime I have to send like a professional email or write a cover letter, I freak out over every word.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. And like it's the worst when you put like a lot of thought into an email and then you send it and you get an email back that has no capitalization, no punctuation or anything, and they're just like, "Yeah, see you Wednesday." It's like I
spent so much time and I could have said "sup, cuz," and you would have been like, "Hey, Wednesday, huh?"
Exactly. It infuriates me.
Yeah.
But like I fucking get it. Like if someone from Tempo that like technically works on the same level as me sent me like a really long worded thing like, oh, I wanted to make sure that this, that, the other thing, I would honestly just put in all lowercase like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Okay.
But you didn't answer the question. Okay. You gotta show them what's up.
All right.
What about you, T?
Yeah.
What do I wish we learned in high school?
Yeah, what do you feel like is missing from the school system? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of issues, but what do you wish you could have been taught? Like a skill that you don't think inherently is there.
I don't know.
Fucking
I would have liked the opportunity
how
for
to
more
fight for a woman's heart.
Yeah,
through
absolutely.
a sword battle.
I would have loved to learn how to do battle for a woman's love. As we all know, women are possessions that you win in a fight.
Yeah.
So learning how to do that would have thoroughly increased my chances in my adult life.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm battling at like 0-45. Like
I'm only like
getting
level 5, dude.
I'm getting destroyed every week. Like these dudes got like the GameStop pre-order bonus or something. Like I'm getting fucking wrecked.
Oh my god.
No, I wish there would have been more creative opportunities in school at least, because we had clubs, but none of the clubs were geared towards what I wanted to do. And in my senior year, I ended up doing like the school news, mostly because I was a super fan the year before, and I was just like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if like I did that?
You were a super fan?
Oh yeah, I loved the Raptor Report. Super fan.
Oh, I thought you meant like my high school. We went to separate high schools. My high school actually had what were called super fans, which were just students who showed up at every sporting event, every game for every sporting event, even travel, even like
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Holy
they were
shit.
fucking weeb dorks.
Yeah, no.
I
those
just were
mean
the
like
cool kids,
Dude,
or whatever.
I was just vocal on like social media about like, fuck yeah, let's get the Raptor Report started today, baby.
I checked out of school spirit like a week into my freshman year. I was just like, nope, I ain't about this.
School spirit's dumb.
It's stupid.
It's like I
Don't
didn't
take advantage of your high school years, kids.
No. Waste them away.
I assume our audience consists mostly of
high school kids,
8 to 13-year-olds. And I want to tell you something.
Drugs are so fucking cool.
No.
Yeah.
Alcohol,
Shouldn't do that.
drink it,
Nope.
and
We'll
then
buy it for
and then
you.
steal your mom's car. Okay, no, back to seriousness. I feel like there was only 2 creative classes that I could have taken in high school. There were 3. There were drawing classes, and there was like a level 1 and a level 2 drawing.
Yep.
There was a ceramics class and a photography class. That's it. There was nothing else in any sort of creative.
What was your like required classes? Like what
I had to take one of those classes.
Oh, you
I
had
took
to take
2
one
of
of
them.
those.
I
Okay.
took photography and I took ceramics.
Okay.
Because I know for a fact I can't draw for shit. Like, so that would have been a fucking nightmare.
At my high school, we all had iPads. Like every student was given an iPad, and that's what they taught photography on.
Ugh.
It made
Garbage.
me want to just vomit.
I mean, to be fair, it's them like working with the budget that they had as a school, because that's a fucking problem in this country too. But like,
Yep. I mean, public schooling. Fuck yeah. There's no issues with public school.
I guess the creative stuff I did in high school was mostly orchestra. Like, I don't really recall ever taking an art class in the sense of like media, like making shit. I wish I would have done the video class that they had. I probably would have gotten started making videos a little bit sooner, and that's like probably one of the things I regret the most of like going into this this line of schooling, is like not getting started sooner. Because like once I got to college and started working on the production side of things, I was like, oh shit, I love doing this and I can do this for a living.
You didn't start doing that until...
Well, I would always do like stupid little videos as a kid, and like in high school I would make an off video for like a project in psychology or something.
Yeah,
right?
I made every project a video.
Yeah, like I tried to as well once I got like more accustomed to it and everything, but ever since I was like a little kid, I'd always be enthralled with like videos and making videos and stuff. But it didn't really click that I could make that a career until like late high school, early college.
That's fair. That's
and then
how
I was
felt
like,
too.
oh shit, I can do this. So I wish I would have been creating more things as a high schooler instead of, just the off project that like the class I was in required or whatnot.
Do you guys feel like the school system dissuades you from creativity?
Yes and no.
I do.
I say yes and no because yes, because of how much STEM is pushed in like an average school curriculum. It's like, if you're not good at math, you're a terrible person and you're gonna die in a hole in poverty and shit like that, which is not a thing we should be teaching people.
No, not at all.
But on the other end, I think that it isn't because of the school that I went to, which is probably a bit of a biased thing. Now that I think about it, because my school was okay for like the arts. Like we had a good orchestra program, we had a good band program, we had a decent art program, and there were scholarship and stuff through those creative classes. But I know that's not the norm across the country. So I guess it really depends on what school you go to. But as an overarching statement, I agree that that STEM is pushed way too hard in the creative like industry needs to be pushed a bit more, and not just in high schools, but in like college and in the professional life and just in general. Because
at this point you either don't go to college or you find like a specialty school for something like that, because there's no
and the amount
program for that.
The amount of like people I see like on Facebook and online and stuff where like it just like the gatekeepy kind of stuff where someone was at like a desk and it's like a caption that says like, "Oh man, I'm so tired at work today," and then the next picture underneath it is a construction worker that says, "Here, let me put this down to clap for you." It's like come on, dude. Like intellectual stress is still stress, and it's like when you hear work hard, a lot of people think physical and like
like blue collar
stuff
labor,
like that. Yeah, and like STEM workers. Also, God fucking damn it, Windows bullshit.
You want to shut that shit
Yeah,
off, you
fucking
fucking
trying.
prick?
Can we do one podcast where your
I
shit
know,
doesn't go off?
Fucking sorry. So, but yeah,
Great,
like,
now the audio peaked.
You made Tyler drop his jewel.
just play the
You're lucky I have an herbal tea to de-stress me.
But yeah, I think that
Serenity structure, peace, serenity structure.
I think that
What piece you want?
That was good.
creatives
Charlie's
are
a funny
good
boy.
and should be a respected and like improved industry. That's my bottom line.
Tyler,
Do I think the public school? What was the question again?
do you think that school dissuades you from creativity?
I don't fucking know.
Hey,
Yeah. You know, I feel like it wasn't. I feel like I had really good teachers who were very supportive of everything, but I mean that just boils down to the teachers. Like, I mean, the curriculum in school is very much just like take this, learn this, regurgitate this.
Yep.
Just
that's yeah.
and nothing of like. It always feels dumb to say like I didn't learn anything in school, because like it's become just part of my like everyday like knowledge that it's just accepted that I know that. But it's still, I don't think school was productive in making me find a like what I liked to do, or because I had to like wait until I like went through it in like a post-secondary school to be like, I fucking hate this. Like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, you had to leave that and take a break before finding out, oh, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, no, I had to totally like when you're in school, like I mean, it's just work. Like you constantly have assignments, you constantly have things you're doing. There's no like downtime to like focus on like, okay, what do I want to do? It's almost like they
focus on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I mean, honestly, like that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Is that as soon as I took a break and then like I had like a month where one I had like 2 weeks off work and then I like was only working after that, then it was like, oh shit, I like this and this is what I want to do. Like that's when I found that. So it was like you don't have that time and no one ever like takes that time with you.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, what college do you want to go to? Hey, what college do you want to go to? You really got to decide what college you want to go to.
Yeah.
Now. You really fucking got to decide what college you want to go to by your freshman year, or you just might not get in. You might not get in. You got to apply right now. Literally right now. If you don't apply right now, there's literally no fucking way you're ever going to go to college. You're never going to get a career. You're never going to make money. You might as well just fucking kill yourself if you don't have your college picked out right this second.
Dude,
Did I say freshman year? I'm in 7th grade year.
dude,
All
Tyler,
they were pushing was it wasn't what career or anything. It was just what college do you want to go to?
do you want to like apply to work as a school counselor? Because you just fucking nailed it, my dude.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
They just,
yeah, that'd be. But no, don't do that.
don't
do
do
audio.
that. Yeah.
You're good at it.
do you mean it? Just keep stroking my ego.
Audio.
I mean, you can probably fix my peak in post, right?
No,
You
nothing
can't. You can't
nothing
fix a
can
digital
fix
peak.
that.
That's fair.
But they also do like you go to the counselors or whatever, or you fill out their little fucking questionnaire thing where they try to like shoebox exactly who you are by a list of things that most closely resemble your traits, which is dumb as shit. I hate taking
I got
those.
police officer. What about me? Fuck the 5-0. I'm not a police officer. Fuck pigs. The last thing I am is a
mate,
snitch.
we're not with the fucking bobbies.
Nah, go. Scum gang, we don't run around with the police.
But we certainly respect the jobs we do.
It's a stressful job.
We
no,
got
like,
we got
what
respect
about
the,
me
we got respect
screams
the days
police
they put in. But for me, it was always like, they're like, oh, what are your interests? And I was like, I don't know, I like
He's
photography.
got a sword. Put 3 in his chest.
No, I'm white.
Oh no!
But they would be like,
He's not wrong.
I have a good point.
It's a good point.
I know, it's just upsetting.
They'd be like, what are you interested in? I was like, oh, I like photography. I like painting. I like sketching. They're like, great, marketing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what do you mean?
River Falls is close. You like River Falls?
No one told me to go to River Falls, but that's where my parents went. And I was like, and my whole family was like, you got to go to university. I was like, well, I think I'm going to go to a community college and kind of get stuff figured out first. They're like, no! You will fail at your life if you go to community college first. You can't transfer. They were really adamant about it. And so I was like, I didn't even want to go to college at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you did, so we can meet.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
No, but I think it might have been a good thing and the same thing for you as it was for me. Like your first year where you were just like, yeah, I'll do marketing. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And then afterwards,
did not like that.
When you had to like finally declare your major, like you just kind of stand outside and declare what you want to do.
I am a marketing major.
Like then I think it was good for you to be like, yeah, I don't. No, that's not me.
Did I ever tell you the job I wanted in high school?
Let me guess.
You wanted a mascot.
You were not gonna get it.
You wanted to sketch big honking anime titties.
Oh, you got it. No, that's not it.
Oh,
Then I'm at a loss.
small anime titties?
No, it has nothing to do with drawing.
Gross.
It's not a creative field.
Don't. Okay, give me a hint. I want to guess this, Tyler.
Hold on. I
The
think
game
I
is
got
up.
it.
The jig is up.
I got it.
Horse
You
trainer.
don't.
Bank teller.
No.
Fuck.
Dude, that's something high school kids do.
I don't think you can be a bank. Anyway, go on.
Or my stepmom.
I wanted to be an air traffic controller.
That's fucking cool, man.
It would have been.
You get to look at cool graphs all day.
And trigonometry. My grandpa.
Bless you.
My grandpa was an air traffic controller most of his life, and he.
Till the accident.
What did he?
No, until he retired.
God.
Until September 11th.
Jesus, no!
He caused a big in that day. Oh my God. Still at his 401k though.
Fucking
They just forced him into an early retirement.
Oh my God.
holy shit!
My grandfather's name, George Bush.
Jesus, goddamn. Anyway,
Okay, I think we can safely title this podcast "Bush Did 9/11."
We got our clickbait.
Yeah,
clickbait.
it's just real enough.
Put some exclamation points and question marks
And then
after
a one.
that.
A one mixed in there.
Yep. But no, I was really I looked up to my grandpa and
Gay.
in a little bit. And I was like, I want to be an air traffic controller. And then I grew up and I'm like, I would die from a heart attack at the age of 30. So
And then
no,
your
thanks.
stressful.
parents were like, "Grandpa's poor, honey."
No, he's actually pretty well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure just working like nearby an airplane, you make a fuck ton of money.
I feel like aside from like school does this, but also like family and stuff too, when you're trying to like, you're at those stages of your life where you're trying to figure that kind of stuff out, and all they care about is what, like, your grandparents will only care about like what they can tell their friends. Like if one of my fucking rich white grandma friends asks what my grandson does, am I gonna be proud to say what it is? Is it something people can wrap their minds around and be proud of? No, that's real
that's
as
100%
fuck.
I saw a clip yesterday from a Twitch stream of some successful Twitch streamer like doing shit for donations, because that's what Twitch streamers do. They're just like, hey chat, what should I do? And then someone will like donate money and like have a message and be like, do this, and the streamer's like, okay, and then he just does it, right? And one of the requests was like to put on a maid outfit and then like do like squats or some shit, because it's fucking Twitch and it's weird. And so the guy got up and like turned around from his desk and like was about to start, and his dad opened the door and he like stands up and is like, oh, hi. His dad just looks like so disappointed, and the Twitch streamer just goes, it's exactly what it looks like. And then he explained like what Twitch was and how he's a successful streamer, and the dad's just like, and then closed the door. He kept streaming. It was really, really. What are
God, I
you doing?
wish I had a dad.
What is that?
Nothing. Just don't worry about it. Just leave it there.
I can't see it
either on our screen.
I guess you're gonna have to see that in post.
Well, I can zoom it in, in post.
You're gonna have. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, Tyler the douche just decided to.
I'm running a visual gag.
Yeah, you're running a visual gag on a podcast. Fuck. Way to go!
It says Bush did 9/11.
Oh, does it? Oh boy!
Of fucking course it does. All right, do we want to move on to another topic, or do you still want to go on about this one?
Font.
I feel like that's. I mean, I'm sure I could think of more and more stuff. I have a lot of issues with a lot of like the standard quote with that kind of stuff, but. We can move on because I don't want to.
I obviously tuned out like a minute ago while I was doing this.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, let's talk about something.
In big impact font
in red.
It's bolded.
Let's talk about something a little bit more lighthearted.
Okay.
Who the fuck cares about the Winter Olympics?
Is that
Let's
what
just
we're going
be
with?
real.
All right.
That is an actual thing Tyler has written down on our Google Doc, word for word. Who the fuck honestly cares about the Winter Olympics?
See, the thing is, I thought we were going with the one I wrote down earlier in the document. I didn't read that one when I wrote it down.
Just Winter Olympics?
Yeah, just Winter Olympics.
Okay, so I need to talk about something that I saw on TV today because I came home and my mom was watching the Olympics on the television, and it was like the cross-country skiing one where they're just like, I don't know, fucking skiing for a long
You're
time.
slide hiking for 7 hours.
Yeah, and it's just like, how the fuck do you watch this, honestly? Like, yeah, their bodies are probably in peak physical condition, but like, there's a reason the Winter Olympics, like, probably don't get, I don't know, they probably don't get as many viewers. I would assume so, because the sports aren't as entertaining to watch.
As what, the Summer Olympics?
Yeah.
I feel like that's true. But like,
because it's not someone tossing a fucking heavy ball as far as that. That's fun.
Unless there's a fucking nip slip, then everyone cares.
But like, what about like luge and bobsled? Those are fucking cool.
You only watch bobsledding to see a horrific accident.
No way.
You sled kind of faster.
There was a really good Onion article posted the other day where it's like Nation hoping to catch a glimpse of like horrific bobsled accident. Like there was like Nation only tuning into Winter Olympics to see horrific accident, and then it just talked about like a body ragdolling down the course.
Can we have some topic? I want to add this right now. That's like we just find a list of our 10 favorite Onion headlines and talk about them.
That'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
I love the Onion, but like, no, I need to talk about because they're just doing the fucking cross-country skiing, hopping back on that. They're cross-country skiing, and like in the final turn, they just like speed up a little bit, and then like it's 3 Germans that ended up winning. Like it was, they called it the German sweep, and they were like, "This is the biggest German sweep there's been since like whatever." And I was like, "Really?" I was just thinking in my head, I was like, are you sure it wasn't?
That took me a second too.
Are you sure it wasn't when they fucking swept across all of Europe and occupied every major city? Because that was a pretty big fucking German sweep.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna make some cleaning reference, when they were all sweeping. Like,
Nope. Well, they cleaned something.
Yeah, they cleaned the fucking
a
board.
lot of people were sweeping the morning after the crystal knocked.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's the night of shattered glass.
I understand. We've talked about a lot of dark shit on this podcast.
I just
Can we
fucking
just call
like
this
giggled to myself. Just the German sweep. It was like, huh. That's not gonna play well on headlines tomorrow.
Not the first big win they've had.
No. Well, they almost took all the dice home, but
Yikes.
Big risk, big reward. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fuck.
Jesus. I like the Winter Olympics, though. I think they're cool. I just didn't watch them this year because, like, you know.
Because they're horrifically boring.
Well, like you said, your mom was watching them, right? My mom always watches the Olympics. She loves the Olympics. She's all about that shit.
What's the point of the Olympics? So you can be like, haha, my country has more athletes.
I think
My
it's
country
just-
has ruined more childhoods.
I think it's just like
None of the people in the Winter Olympics probably decided
Sorry,
that's what they
Taylor.
wanted to
We'll
do
let
with
you
their
talk
life.
eventually.
Yeah, fucking let me finish, you prick.
You cut him off.
I know. No one who's in the Winter Olympics chose to do that. All of the figure skaters, they didn't choose to do. Their parents forced them into that.
All I want to do is provide my opinion.
Yeah, good fucking luck. I'm talking. Continue.
Anyway, yeah, my mom watches it, and I think the reason she likes it a lot is just to see like the peak athletes at whatever sport is on at that time. Jesus goddamn Christ, Tori.
Tory has unsheathed his sword and will run it through Taylor.
Can we title this episode Tory's Mansword?
No, god damn it!
And Taylor's laptop restarted again.
What the fuck is wrong with this fucking piece of garbage? Anyway,
It's not a Mac.
it's whatever. It's also
I like being a fake fanboy.
You're not a real Mac fanboy?
well,
I don't fucking know.
I don't have a segue to a topic anymore. Just fucking
Here, man.
go for it.
Well, it's just why does your
You
mom
want to
watch
talk about World War II still?
No thanks. My mom watches it because she likes watching like
She just likes seeing all the strong men.
I like watching your mom.
Bazinga.
Oh my god.
Jesus, this is amazing. I love doing this with
This is
you
just
guys
falling
so
apart.
much. God, there's no structure anymore. I love it.
We really did lose all structure this episode.
Um,
Go on, Taylor.
But yeah, my mom likes watching the athletes of the world on the world stage performing at the tippy top of performance, and she also loves the Summer Olympics too.
But how many athletes are competing in cross country
But
skiing?
I think it's like watching any sport where it's like
a whole 12 of them.
It might not be that you love curling; it's that you love the best of the best performing at the most elite level they possibly can.
And curling's
it's the
fun to
same
watch.
reason anyone watches football. The same
Exactly,
reason
exactly.
people watch golf. The same reason people watch esports.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Tori. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
How the fuck do you get into bobsledding? Like,
You go to a bobsled course and be like, "Hey, I want a bobsled," and someone's like,
I've always-
Jesus
no
Christ, they
one's done that.
exist.
I've just always loved sledding after school with my friends. Eventually, I thought, hey, I think I might be the best sledder this side of the Mississippi.
Honestly,
I could
that's
probably go
How
faster.
some people like get their start. Because I wanted to bobsled at one point. There's just no like access point to it, right? I think it'd be fun.
That's the
okay,
point. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
there's literally like you got to be fucking born into a family that was bobsledding from day one.
Johnny
John
Bobsled.
Bobsled.
famed inventor of the bobsled.
John, famed inventor of the name John. Oh man.
But then what came first, John or John?
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Some questions are left for God, Tyler. Oh man.
Like, when should I have sex? Let God decide that one. And I'll give you the answer now. It's after marriage.
Oh man. This is taking a weird turn. You know, it's a weirder turn. The fact that one of our things that I think Taylor added, Yu-Gi-Oh / Pokemon / Digimon.
All right.
What kind of weeb shit is that?
So my weeb shit with that.
Yu-Gi-Oh every day, baby.
Hey, when you were in elementary school, middle school,
yep.
and high school, what were you more into?
Yesterday as
what
well.
What of the three were you like the most into?
Well, if you liked Digimon, you can go fuck yourself.
You were poor, okay? I don't know how to tell you this, but your family was poor.
You know, honestly, like I was also not the biggest fan of Digimon. I was like, this is dumb. I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh kid and a slightly lesser Pokemon kid.
I was a pretty big fan of both. I think I probably watched Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was later.
Yeah.
So I watched Yu-Gi-Oh
95.
at a...
No, 96. 96.
Yu-Gi-Oh was?
2001 in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just says 96.
Why
on
would you
the-
bring up the Japanese version?
Well, it's because it's
Because he's a limp-wristed weeb.
No, it's what it says on the fucking cards. On the back of them, it says Kazuki Takahashi, C 1996.
I don't like the way you sound. I don't like when you use those big words.
The
You
reason
talking down on me?
the reason,
tight.
the reason I bring up that whole spectrum of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Digimon is because
Is because you're on the autistic spectrum.
We're so mean to him.
I know, oh my
downloaded
God, I'm
sorry,
I
Taylor.
downloaded Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links, which is a mobile app
Yeah.
where you play classic Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's-
pretty cool.
It's so addicting. It's like it scratched my Yu-Gi-Oh itch while also not supporting Konami. Like I know I got
Oh shit! Konami makes Yu-Gi-Oh. Mm-hmm. After they kicked out Hideo Kojima, I am fucking done. You know what I mean?
well, they're also just
I don't
like,
care
a
that much.
shitty company in general.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I don't care that much.
Like I just don't want to support them financially too much, so I got the Steam version, which is free, and there's like no ads on it, and there are microtransactions and in-app purchases.
But you're not gonna
I'm
do
not gonna
any.
touch a
Are you
single one.
fucking
of that.
kidding me? I'll pay $500 for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Then
Blue
you'll
Eyes
get
White
ripped
Dragon?
off. Ultimate. It's 3 of them together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'll pay top dollar.
Semi-competitively in high school. I placed at a regional for like the Midwest. I placed 135th out of 216.
The only question I have for you is, I'm sorry in advance.
Nope, go ahead.
How did you find time to play Yu-Gi-Oh when you were busy swimming?
Dude, honestly, I have no idea.
In pussy, am I right?
No, you're not right.
I don't know.
Maybe you are. I don't know.
I liked the game, but like, just today, I was just curious, so I was like, well, whatever. I'll see what the meta is like what decks are popular in the game right now. And I looked it up, and I don't know a single fucking deck in the game right now. I don't know any of the mechanics that are like in these decks. So it's like, fuck it, I'm out. So I just downloaded Duel Links and play classic Yu-Gi-Oh!
Battle City rules every day.
Dude,
That's
Battle
the only
City
rules
is
you go
the
by.
fucking shit. Absolutely.
I used to watch the show. What I was going to say earlier is I watched Pokemon and I had a bunch of VCR tapes of like the seasons of the shows. But I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it came out later in the US when I was more mentally capable of understanding storylines.
And it makes no sense.
Yeah, but at least at that age, at least I was like, oh, I know the character names and I can follow along a little bit. Whereas Pokemon, I was like, oh, look, these monsters in bright colors. And yeah, you don't really follow the story or anything like that. So, yeah.
I followed Yu-Gi-Oh! Heavily in like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. Like
Sounds about right.
heavily. I was super into it. I watched it every single day at my grandma's house. Like, I was watching that shit all the time with my cousin. I had the decks. I played, like, not competitively, but, like, there were, like, 2 other people I went to school with who had decks, and we would just always play.
Yeah.
No one else, like, there was no one else that had them. I was super into the show, and then phased out, and then fast forward to 2015 when I'm in community college, and then I got heavily into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. Like, they put the show on.
Right?
It started ironically, but then it was like, okay, I'm like watching the show, and it's like, haha, this is funny. But then it was like, okay, I'm actually watching this now, 1, because it's fucking way over the top ridiculous, and 2, because like the game is actually super fucking fun.
It is. It's a really fun game. Up until like Zexal is what I say. Like that's like the last point that it was fun. That's the one that's after 5Ds, like the card games on motorcycles with the synchro summoning.
Fuck that.
There's a mechanic called XYZ summoning, and that's where you have 2 monsters of the same level and you put them on top of each other and summon something out. I think that was the last mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I felt okay with, because then they like came out with pendulum summoning, and it is fucking bullshit. They've since retconned it to make it a little bit more fair, but as soon as that came, I was like, I'm fucking out. And now there's link summoning and even more summoning bullshit.
I
Just ban him. I don't need a blue eyes white dragon when I got my trusty steel blade with me.
While you were
studying,
I was studying the
I'm
blade.
studying the blade.
I don't think those two go together. Like, while you were playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I was studying. Like, that's the cool. Like, maybe in the world of Duel Monsters, that would work, because Kaiba's like, for some reason, the ultimate badass, and he's rich as fuck, but like just plays Duel Monsters all day.
Who is your favorite character?
God, I don't even fucking.
We'll say in Battle City.
In Battle City, I'm gonna say, either the Rare Hunters or
Just all of them.
All of the Rare Hunters, or Kaiba, because he's so fucking over the top in how much he like, that dude was about to fucking kill himself, like in the
first series.
Series at Kaiba's like I mean not Kaiba's Pegasus's tournament. He was standing on the ledge and he was like, Yugi, I swear to fucking God, if you attack me and take the rest of my life points, I will jump off of this building. Like, you can't beat me. I will kill myself.
That's the thing that happened in the show.
He threatened to kill himself. My favorite thing about the American version is that they remove all the guns. So there's so many scenes where like the bodyguards are just pointing with their fingers. They're just like, hey, you're coming with us. And they just point with their fingers. And then there's like one scene where they like Kaiba's trying to steal something, and you just see a finger like show up by his head while he's it's just so fucking funny.
It is really ridiculous. I don't know. I like Merrick a lot. I think he's cool.
What do we add for that?
50 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Hey, so what are your guys' dream vacation spots?
Oh, Jesus.
We're not ending it on Yu-Gi-Oh. Especially not like that deep.
Yeah.
Into
Bad
Yu-Gi-Oh.
idea.
That's fair. That's fair. My dream vacation spot. I mean, I like warm places, right? Like, down south or whatever would be pretty great. Like, I want to go to Hawaii and stuff like that.
Texas.
Lone
Star State.
But the cabin that my family owns on the in Canada on the Bruce Peninsula is really nice. I fucking love going there, and it's honestly like a dream spot to go to. So I just love going there, and just the idea of going back there feels like a dream anyway. Anytime I go back there, it's just so nice. Oh God, it's so
even though
pretty.
you've been there, that's still a dream spot.
Yeah,
for you?
like I love going there so much, and like even though I've been there, basically all my life, every so often, every other year or so often.
Yeah.
I still think about it a lot, and it's like, oh man, I can't wait to go back to Dyer's Bay and stuff like that.
That's cool, actually.
It's really nice.
Tyler?
I just want to stay in Paris for 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's all I want to do.
Jason's?
Yep. Well, no, but like I just want to stay in Paris. Like that's my dream vacation.
Shapeless
Or just
Gaming
living.
does Paris.
Just living in Paris.
You would live there?
I would live there in a heartbeat.
You sure?
But yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I love it. I've been, so just be a
It's
fucking
pretty
dick.
great. It's pretty hard to understand if you haven't.
If you haven't been there, you just like wouldn't get it. Like Taylor just doesn't understand.
Yeah, nope, I don't get it.
We were talking about Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
Didn't like it, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. But like, yeah, I would just stay in Paris if I could, or like Costa Rica.
I've never been. Have you been there?
Nope.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, just some nice beaches,
Yeah.
some like tropical, not jungle, but like.
Yeah. And from anecdotal like stuff that from families that I know that have been there, they said they really liked it. So
Just a gorgeous getaway.
how about you, Tori? Where is your dream vacation spot?
There's like 3 big places I really want to go, or maybe 4. I want to go to Japan really bad.
Oh fuck, I needed to put that in mind too.
Yeah, I want to go to Australia New Zealand.
But there's big ass spiders in
Yeah, I know.
Australia.
Yeah, it's a scary
New
place.
Zealand. I want to go to because I want to go to
Lord is
Hobbiton.
from New Zealand.
So is Lord of the Rings.
Holy shit. Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god.
shit.
We reshoot all of Lord of the Rings. Everyone is played by Lord.
Starring Lord and Lord and Lord and Lord coming this summer.
With voiceover talent by Lord.
Directed by visionary director Lord.
Sound design by Peter Frampton. Someone way out there.
So I want to go, Japan, New Zealand, Iceland,
Yeah.
and like Scotland, Ireland, up that area.
I was looking up weather in Iceland recently because I was like, oh man, I would really want to go to Iceland. And then I was like, what the fuck is the weather like in Iceland? And apparently it's different every fucking day is what I learned. So I don't know. Iceland would be cool. I just don't know what they have.
vacation, not living there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they got volcanoes.
Yeah, they've
cool,
got
cool nature hiking stuff.
like giant springs and stuff that are heated by like volcanic veins or whatever.
I would want to jump into a hot spring in a cave. Like one of those like
the famous scene from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I want Kit Harington's butt to be with me.
Oh.
Whew. No
My
one can
God.
blame you for that. That you could bounce a quarter off that shit.
Oh yeah, baby.
What are we at?
We're at about 53, 54.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no concept for
Yeah,
time.
I have
but
no concept for time either. So
But we're
that's-
getting there.
That's
I
why
have
this
no
is
care
kind of a
for
shit
time.
show right now. What other small thing could we talk about?
I feel like I feel like we should wrap it up.
penis.
Should we just wrap it up?
Let's wrap
I
it up.
feel like we
baby.
always talk too
Speaking of
long, and I
wrapping
wanna-
it up,
I don't
don't
wanna-
do that with my penis ever.
I don't want to do any.
Do you guys practice safe sex?
I don't. Well, the safest.
Thank you so much for watching.
The safest sex is just waiting till
Thank you for
marriage.
watching and or listening to Baseless Claims, the podcast where we talk about our opinions and shit we've just heard, and don't look up anything about it until the show. Thank you.
We don't even look it up during the show.
Yeah, that's
We
fair,
don't even look it
honestly.
up after. We just fucking roll with it.
Yeah.
And if anyone calls us out,
I cut them with my blade.
That's also a baseless
with your
claim.
massive meat rod.
Tory's massive meat rod.
Again, you can find us all on Twitter.
This summer.
You can find us all on Twitter. Stuff is in the description and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank
this
you.
podcast is something that we really like to get together and do. We think about
Absolutely.
it all the time, even when we're not like together or even like texting or whatever, right?
I never stop thinking about it.
I really honestly don't.
I do think about it a lot. Yeah.
Like I always look forward to the podcast and like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, it's fucking Tuesday or whenever we're gonna record. I'm gonna be so hyped to see my buddies and do an hour-long
It's a good
talk
time.
fest.
Gives us a chance to catch up. and-
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like it's
And
good to
converse.
just talk about random stuff and
Yep.
just stuff that we think about throughout the week and whatnot, or 2 weeks. But again, thank you so much for tuning in wherever you're listening to us on, because I know we're all over the place.
Yep.
We really appreciate the support. And go
Absolutely.
ahead and follow us on Twitter if you want to stay up to date or get in contact with any one of us for any potential things to talk about in the podcast or whatever. And with that, we will bid you adieu. Thank you so much again for tuning in.
Thank you.
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 God damn it.